A Gulf Breeze medical clinic is back open today, one day after authorities raided Dr. Elaine Sharp's office, accusing the OB-GYN of overprescribing pain medications. Sharp also accused of ignoring warning signs by other medical professionals.
Tanner Stewart is there with the latest on the case. Tanner, now Sharp is accused of criminal activity, but no charges have been filed.
As of now, Sue, and FDLE releasing very little information today other than that the case is still open. Now, going back to that report we first showed you last night, I had a chance to comb through it in depth today, which really shows the severity of Dr. Sharp's actions.
Outside the clinic today, it was business as usual. Inside, not so much. Around 12:30, a handful of patients arrived at the office and were greeted with a handwritten sign telling them the office is temporarily closed for controlled substances. I asked employees to speak with Dr. Sharp. They declined to comment other than telling me they're still open for OB-GYN practice and waiting for further guidance from FDLE. For nearly 30 years, Dr. Elaine Sharp was primarily a Gulf Breeze OB-GYN until 2017. When FDLE says Dr. Sharp started prescribing controlled substances for opioid addiction treatment and chronic non-malignant pain at highly increasing rates. Between August of 2021 and 22, Sharp issued over 3,000 prescriptions for controlled substances, something FDLE called an extreme outlier compared to her peers. Then in March 2021, FDLE reports a patient that appeared to be suffering from addiction tried to fill a prescription. That same month, a patient of Sharp's died from overdose of oxycodone. An emergency restriction order reveals Sharp was known to give advance prescriptions and only accepted cash. We checked with the Department of Health today and learned there have been no formal complaints filed against Sharp, though the ERO indicates concerns have been raised for years. From multiple pharmacies questioning her practice to individual pharmacists refusing to fill Dr. Sharp's prescriptions for controlled substances as far back as 2019. FDLE reports major pharmacies like Walmart issued a blanket refusal to fill prescriptions from Dr. Sharp. Because of this, her patients have resorted to using locally owned pharmacies and in some cases going out of state, a red flag in itself.
Most of the pharmacies over here won't fill them, and that's probably why they're coming over there.
We know from the report that Dr. Sharp was highly suspicious of new patients, causing a delay in FDLE's investigation using undercover agents. Tonight, investigators are not talking, and again, no charges have been filed against Dr. Sharp.
Now, we know the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, as well as Santa Rosa County, of course, is involved in the task force that took part in the raid yesterday. And I asked them today about any complaints that may have been filed within their departments on Sharp's office. But they directed me to FDLE, who again released very little today, but keeping us abreast on this case when they do get more information. We're working also to find out how many cases similar to this have been investigated by Florida Department of Law Enforcement across the state of Florida. Reporting live tonight for WEAR News, I'm Tanner Stewart.